Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Friday. It's almost the weekend again, guys. And it's almost Easter. Yay! Well, today we are going to be working on the farm scene. And it says relaxing time cross stitch. But at the bottom it does say Joy Sunday cross stitch kits. And it's 54 by 33. It does have some back stitching in the house and on the kids and the animals, a little bit on the bridge and the ducks. So there's scattered, back stitching in it, but not, I wouldn't say overly done. Those, Those windows are going to take a hot moment, though. I don't know. But we'll play that game when the time comes. And I was going to see, it's not a very big canvas at all. It is, if I can get it, oh, almost 10. It's like almost 10 and a third-ish. And it goes, let's see here. And then it's about 18 inches, give or take, the crunching of the material. So, not very big. I got this from Amazon. Sorry, my glue bottle fell over. Of course. There's no worries about it. Leaking. That won't happen. I haven't used that glue probably in months. I used it for something, though. And the color that I'm using is... Hang on, and I will tell you. If I can find the page. It has a nice key here in this booklet. It's 760. But the picture is so gorgeous, and it has so many colors. It has, of course I didn't look when I was there, 46 colors. And it has, like I said, back stitching and full stitching. And a few French knots here and there. Probably in the flowers. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Yes, I gotta go to work today. Oh my goodness. Well, yesterday didn't turn out the way that we expected it to. We were supposed to go play bingo, and we are foiled again. You might know. The lady that had suggested it, it's like we're in a rut here. The lady that had suggested it, she got a migraine, and she didn't want to go. So, yeah. So, we didn't go to bingo last night. So, my daughter decided it was a good day to stay home. Thursdays are, you know, you're one more day, and then you get the weekend off, and she was tired anyway, so I guess it's a good thing we didn't go. And I really wasn't looking forward to it, but, you know, hey. So, don't know when or if we'll go to bingo. We'll see. Oh, this is 14 count, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you that. So I am stitching with 2 threads. These squares are so little. I'm used to working on 11 count. But it's not too big of a pattern, so shouldn't be too much problem. Like I said, I was out to find some smaller ones of these, you know, that were of decent quality. Because sometimes you lose a lot of details, you know, when you go smaller. Just like you would in diamond painting. So, fun times. So I didn't do much all day yesterday. I laid down and took a nap, though. I was completely fried after running all over town, and my daughter came after work and helped me get my new filing cabinet. I call it a filing cabinet. I don't know what you call it. You could put clothes in it. You could do whatever you want with it, I guess, because it was a bit heavy. It's a pretty color. It's kind of a peachy, like a light pale salmon, if you will. Very nice. And I'm starting on the house side this time. Just didn't want to go through all the landscape part first. I'd like to do a house. I worked on, I think it's called Two Birds in a Tree by Modern Folk Embroidery. I couldn't seem to put it down. I stitched all the way till 1 o'clock. So I worked on it most of the night. Got a little bit done. It's kind of on and off. And when I went in to mail the winner's package, I got it mailed. So, and I still haven't heard from the other winner yet. But I got it mailed, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna stop and get Chinese food. So, and of course I had to take Molly with me. Both trips. She was up for it, so I'm like, okay, doke. So, I stopped off and got Chinese food, and I had it about 1 o'clock, and then I had some more of it later on. Just love Chinese food. Do you like Chinese food? And if so, what is your favorite Chinese dish? I like Mongolian beef. But I bought Mongolian beef and Kung Pao chicken. And that way I'll have something to eat tonight when I get home. And I got some fried shrimp to go with that because they have the best fried shrimp in town. So, that's what I had for dinner. Yum. Just can't get enough of Chinese food. I'll eat it cold if I have to. But it was nice and hot. The other day I reheated I'd gotten stuff from Domino's. So I had wings and I had pizza, so I had that. Not yesterday, but the day before. And that was really good. Just needed to treat myself to somebody else cooking. I get tired of same old, same old. Oh, goodness. I went to bed at like almost 1 o'clock. Because like I said, I couldn't stop stitching. And if I hadn't stopped myself, I would have been still stitching. It was going really well, could you tell? And it's done on 28 count. I'm using, it's just white, even weave or Lugana. Somebody had sent me it to try. And, yeah. It was lovely. So, things were going very well, and I'm doing it with, Sulky. I ordered some Sulky threads. Not too many. Just a few, so that I'd have them in various colors. I mean, I didn't order the individual things. I ordered, like, you know how you can get them in packs. So, we'll see. But the only sulky I ever had was what somebody had sent me to try out. So, loving it. And it's the color that I'm using. I don't know if it's still here. No, yeah, it is. Is 4106 is what I'm doing that other one on. I might have to order another one. I don't know. Don't know. But it's really pretty. It's multicolored. So I don't have to change, colors in this pattern. Maybe that's why it was going so well. Tried to work a little bit on with the needle. And that one I wasn't having it. It was letters, so I'm like, not right now. Not that the pattern was hard, it's just I wasn't in the mood. So. We'll see. Well, and I didn't crunch this fabric either. I forgot to do that, so I'm just dealing with it. It's a little stiff. I think it feels like, to me, that the smaller they are, they're just a little more stiff than the big ones sometimes, but it's fairly thin. It just needs to be crunched up so that it'll sit there. And the edges are all nice and, let me see if I can show you. Get that there. It's serged all the way around. I'm not going to turn it all the way around, but which is nice, and it kind of covers up and makes a buffer with the edge of the canvas, so that's not like ripping into your hand as you hold it, which is nice. So I've noticed, I mean, it doesn't matter who they are. Some of them do, and some don't, do that serging thing. But it's nice when they do that. Now, you could very well go around with a blanket stitch if you felt so inclined, but not really having that either. So, yeah, usually I just want to stitch. I don't want to have to mess with the canvas. It's just not. I forgot where I was at. So. I put on Grey's Anatomy last night and just stitched. Because I don't have to pay attention, I know what's going on. After watching it through about 6 different times. But that way I don't have to think. I tried putting music on and that was putting me to sleep, so I just put something else on. I wasn't quite ready to go to bed. I should have, but, I never can tell what I'm going to stitch on one day from the next. Get it to turn. And this is, it's like a 98% full stitch, this thing is. It's got these big spots right here you don't stitch, and there's a little right in here. So, and a little tad right down here. But other than that, it's pretty much full coverage. Somebody was asking me about orts. And sometimes, okay, I just want to explain something. Sometimes I get, what do you call it? Notification that you all have commented on a video. And other times, I don't. I don't know why, and I don't know how to fix that. So, I would have to look, but I thought I had you know, show all the comments, but sometimes I don't get them. So this is one that I found out about late, shall we say. Um, Orts. Now some people save their orts and they use them to stuff a project, or I've seen people like use those Christmas ornaments that are plastic or glass, and you can fill them with whatever you want to fill them with, and they come in various sizes, I'm sure. They put them in those and make Christmas ornaments out of them. I don't know. I don't know that I save them. It's just kind of interesting to look through your orb pile, and it shows you where you've been. You can see like 30 projects or more in one bag, little pouch of orts, you know. So I just think it's interesting. Some people put them in jars, and set the jars up on shelves. They decorate with them. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Mine is to keep them from being on the floor, so you have some place to put them. So there's no rhyme or reason, but I just like looking through mine because I can tell 95% of that what I've been stitching on, So when it gets full, I'll put it away somewhere. But you don't have to save your orts, you can throw them away. And it's a nice courtesy thing. Like if you go, let's call it a retreat, or go someplace to stitch, you have something to put your orts in while you're someplace else other than at home, And I've seen, they have, I don't know what they're called. Okay, what is going on here? Oh my goodness. It's like a flap thing, and it's covered with fabric on one side, and then on the other side it has a piece of flannel or like material. So it's like this. I mean, it's bordered, and here's your flannel in the middle, and people use them to stick their threads on or stick their orts, on the same thing while and it doesn't fall off. You know where your thread that you're working with sticks to. It's going to hold it for you. Trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. So, that is, everybody does something different with their orts. Okay, what is going on here? Now this 14 count, it probably could have been done just in like one direction, in a half stitch. If you'd wanted it to. Because this thread is fairly thick. Forgot where I was going. Oh, come on. Get to the right place. But I'm doing it in full cross. Just because it's what I do. I don't know. I've never done anything in half stitch, I think they call it. I mean, I've had patterns that actually called for half stitch, but I've never done a full project just in half stitch. It probably would take less time, but whatever. Each his own. But I had something, it had a background, and the whole background was done in half stitch. So, whatever. It's all I know how to do. Oh, my hands. They're so itchy and not itchy exactly, it's just dry. And I try to put lotion on, but sometimes that doesn't help. I'm gonna get coffee. So hopefully today will be busy. It's supposed to be 60-some degrees. It's supposed to be in the 70s this weekend. So, yay! That means a lot of people will be out and about. Snow is melting. Down here, it's gone, but up in the mountains, it'll start its melting process on these warm days, because that's 14,000 foot, and then they'll have the rafting season. Not my cup of tea. I'm not a rafter. I have no desire to go down a fast river in a plastic boat. That is not happening. Now, you can get me on a, what do you call it? A cruise ship. That would be different, but yeah, a little more between you. No. It keeps coming at me here. What I like about this is the colors, you can see them. They're so bright and vivid and easy to stitch. Just love pre-stamps. And, somebody was asking if, it would be suitable for the car. Well, of course, I mean, if you didn't have a huge piece, and you could just pick a color and only have to get out that color and just stitch away. There's no, pick a symbol, pick a color to coordinate with that and just stitch. It would be nice, because you don't have to change colors unless you wanted to change colors, to a different color. But it's all set up for you. And for me, I mean, it would be so much easier than doing counted cross stitch and trying to figure out where that X has got to be, but I don't know. And, if you had a small enough project, you wouldn't have to have a huge bag to cart it in the car. You could just sit there and stitch away. So I think it'd be suitable for any kind of transportation, See where I was at. Finally got to the edge there. So, I don't know. I asked my daughter if she wanted to go to Walmart this weekend. I wanted to go see if we could find a, what do you call it? A shelving unit. And she hadn't gotten back to me. I think my son-in-law has to work this weekend. He has to, so he's off Sunday and Monday, because he finally got off that home on the weekend thing. He did everybody has to do their turn at being off on the weekend. Does that make sense? And working Monday through Friday. So, I think he did that for the whole month of March. So, he should be at work, and I just want to run down there and see if they have any of those. What do you call them? Oh my goodness. Any of those shelves you put together. My daughter, she's a whip snap when you put them things together. She said she'd rather get it unassembled than trying to cart a large shelving unit, you know, in the car. It'd be easier. Yeah, because her and I couldn't carry something that was already put together. So, we'll see. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can hardly wait for today to be over with, and then I'll have my 3 days off, and everything will be back to the usual. The girl got back from vacation. Yay. So that'll be nice. Fun times. So at least we'll have enough help for the weekend, because I have a feeling it's going to be fairly busy. And I don't think anybody's got Monday off, because they've all had spring break, you know what I mean, already. So, yay. But within the next, not a few weeks, it'll be a month maybe before they start rafting and the water gets high enough. I mean, it all depends on the weather, of course. So, as to how much, snow and water and melts and all that good stuff. Of course, we'll have to go down to the river and show you. I didn't go there this weekend, or not this weekend, when I was off. I didn't even think about it yesterday. I was too busy running up and down the road, I think. But we're good. We got it all taken care of. So then I don't have to run so much on the weekend. All right. Well, we didn't get much done, but it's a good little chunk of that orange done. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. What happened to that picture? I think. And it doesn't. I guess that's that darker part right there. So we'll see. It'd be interesting. There's 2 more colors right there that you have to do for that house. So, alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, do all the things. God bless, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Keep stitching.